So, this is the chicken house. Our 3 chickens were in here until the end of January or the beginning of February, when they started to lay eggs. First, they were really nice and laid eggs where they were supposed to. Here. Then, we started laying them way up in the corner where I couldn't get to them. And when I figured out a way to get to them, they started laying them back here in this corner. I think there's still a couple there. So, I moved them. Sorry about the mess in the chicken yard. Moved them into the hoop house, or the greenhouse. The greenhouse was built by my daughter's boyfriend using plans from YouTube. He made it a little bit bigger. This is the bottom of a dog crate that somebody gave us. This is where we put the baby chicks. It's got some heat lamps in it. Somebody at the tractor store had bought the chicken house that had gone with it, but didn't want this part, so they sold it to me for 25% of the original price, so 75% off. So what we've done in here, and this, we call this the greenhouse, I guess, or a polytunnel, but it's a greenhouse. So in the fall, we raked up all the leaves and kept them in a big pile in the field. And every time it thaws, we get a big pile of them and put them here. And the chickens work through them and break them down for us. And by the time we get to getting our garden beds going, we should have some nice leaf mulch going. And then here's the baby chicks. We started out with 6 and then fell in love with some Jersey Giants, and they only sold them 6 at a time, so now we have 12. Sadly, the Jersey Giants were straight run, so some of them are going to be boys and some of them are going to be girls. The boys, we don't want roosters, so we'll figure out what to do with them when the time comes. I think we all know what's going to happen. Anyway, there's 3 heat lamps in here. 1, 2, 3. During the day, the greenhouse, even with the door open, is probably 60 degrees. If there's sun, it can be even hotter. And then at night, it's chilly. But I have this covered up with a plastic tablecloth. And then I've got an old bedspread in here that I bought at a thrift store that I cover up the rest of it so that it can stay warm. And the chicks kind of like it out here. They had definitely gotten too big for the cardboard box in the house. At night, with the heat lamps in here, the greenhouse kind of glows. It's kind of pretty. Anyway, tour of the greenhouse. This is where the big chickens hang out. This is their cauliflower that they're slowly tearing apart. And here is where they hang out at night and tend to put their eggs. Although, sometimes I find an egg over here in the flower pot. This is their water. They like to hang out in the flower pots. Sometimes